The Manage Sales section serves as your Fiverr orders queue. You can get to it at any time if you hover over your username, click Selling, then click Manage Sales. Here you will default to the priority area first. This is a great place to check on the status of your orders and what is due next. There are other sections here like New, Active, Late, Delivered, Completed, and Canceled. Back in the priority section, you will see that orders are sorted from the ones due the soonest at the top, and the ones due later will appear further down in the queue. You can also sort through specific gigs by hovering over the filter icon next to the gig column and selecting which gig you want to look at. In the top row under the sorted orders, you will see each column is sorted by the buyer's username, gig name, delivery time, which is the deadline for order delivery, total order amount, and order status. There are a few different order statuses that you should be aware of. Incomplete means the buyer has placed the order with you. However, they have not filled out the requested information you indicated in the gig requirements section when you created your gig. The order status cannot be adjusted until the buyer replies to your instructions. This can prove to be a little annoying when you've already discussed an order in messages back and forth. The buyer places the order and you know what to do, but the order isn't processed yet because they need to write something on that order page. There is a nudge button that you can click that will notify the buyer to reply to the instructions. In progress is what you'll see when the order's information is filled out and your order is open. The clock will start ticking down to the day you have to deliver on that open order. Here's an example of an open order page. You can see the total cost of the order, the clock ticking, and if you scroll down, you will see the buyer's message to you about what they want for the order, according to your instructions. Every time I get a new order, I always check it right away and make sure everything the buyer filled out looks good, and that there are no mistakes or issues with the order. I recommend you do this as well. Otherwise, if you wait too long to check on your in-progress order, you might run out of time to answer any questions your buyer may have had for you, or resolve any issues like missing files or incorrect order amounts. Delivered means you have delivered the order and the buyer can either accept the delivery or request a revision. A delivered order will autocomplete in 3 days. After your buyer accepts the delivery or the order autocompletes, a buyer can leave you feedback. Rejected means a buyer is requesting a revision to your order, or it may even mean they were not satisfied with the final delivery. Do your best to respond to these as soon as possible and communicate on the order page to sort out any issues with the delivery. You will have the option to deliver an updated file on the rejected order page. Dispute means a mutual cancellation was initiated by either the buyer or the seller. Mutual cancellations will auto-cancel after 2 days if there is no reply on the buyer's end. A mutually canceled order will result in a refund given to the buyer, and no feedback will be left. Canceled is a status an order gets after a mutual cancellation is accepted on both ends, or force canceled by Fiverr support. A buyer is refunded their money in this case. Completed means a buyer either left feedback on the order or let the order autocomplete after 3 days. You will receive revenue from this completed order after a clearance period of 14 days. Top-rated sellers have a clearance period of 7 days. Late means you missed the delivery date for the order. At this point, buyers are allowed to cancel their order for good if there is no response from the seller. If a seller does deliver soon after an order is marked late, the buyer can complete the order or request a revision as they would be able to with a normal order. And finally, orders marked as very late mean that 24 hours have passed after an order was marked as late. The buyer is now able to force cancel their order, and when an order is canceled from the very late status, a seller is automatically given a negative rating. So it goes without saying, but you should definitely try and avoid this happening. Next up, I'll be talking about your inbox and how to use quick responses.